to the Afternoon Express kitchen where we've got Chef Anele, Chef Maynard, and of course Chef Friki all the way on that side. We're whipping up something for the family, something for the festive season, something all things Christmas. Please do head over to our Afternoon Express website to get the full ingredients list and recipe to be cooking along with us. Now, we've already made sure that our protein is taken care of before the break. So now it's time to align the sides. So, Chef Maynard, what's next?
Yes, so we are going to be cooking fantastic roasted duck fat potatoes that we're going to be rolling in yellow maize meal, which is the best potatoes that you will ever have in your whole life. And Anel can, of course, eat that. She's going to love the vegetarian side of it. And then over there, we're going to be making a fantastic, easy, affordable beetroot salad that we've jazzed up with watermelon stars and radishes and strawberries and all kinds of beautiful things.
Are you telling me that that is all edible?
Yes.
Even those stars?
Yes.
I guess South Africa, you already know we are full systems go when it comes to the festive season. I'm also loving the fact that you're taking something that we all enjoy, potatoes and beetroots, but adding it, you take it to another level, adding another step, adding so many more elements. So again, let's get into it.
Okay, fantastic. So you can add into the hot water, the boiling water.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's hot.
Some potatoes. Now, we've got beautiful sort of medium-sized potatoes over here. And then, yeah, you just dunk them in there.
Oh, I don't even have to poke holes.
No, just dunk them. So we're going to blanch them. So we're not going to cook them all the way. So we are going to cook them for about, I'd say about 5 to 8 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why not cooking it all the way?
Because we just want to remove the skin, and then, yeah, the blanching does something to the potato that keeps the shape when we're going to bake it further in the oven.
Yes, okay, I love that. I love these tips, I love these tricks.
Yes,
Essentially here, we want to make sure that our potatoes are just at that right consistency, at that right level to be able to continue the process and put them in the oven. And on your guys' side, how is the beetroot salad going?
I just want to say, that is such a showstopper for any vegetarian plate or for any table for Christmas. And it's just beetroot. And those stars are watermelon stars. And that blinkertjies, that shiny, is an edible shine. Just edible shine. It's delicious. So, Friki, how do we make that beautiful thing?
Okay, so we start by washing our beetroot very well to get rid of all the dirt and everything. Then we're going to boil them until they lacquer soft and peel them and then cool them down completely.
Okay. But if I'm lazy, can I just grab a bottle of beetroot?
Of course. Those nice sliced, those sliced pickled ones.
I'll just use sliced pickled ones.
I agree with you,
because for me, beetroot is always so messy in the kitchen. I know it's a beautiful thing, but I think you can bake this as well if you don't want to boil them, because that intensifies the flavour of it.
You can bake them in salt, eh?
I have never.
That is even more delicious.
Yeah. So essentially, those are the steps that you need to be able to put together that beetroot salad quite simply and quite easily. You've got all things red-coloured that side.
Yeah. So he's just going to chop the onions. That's going to go into our little sauce. And we've got sour cream and already pre-cooked beetroot, but we'll get to you later. But Polly, what are you doing with that fork?
Let me update you on how it's going here on the potato station. Chef Maynard, how's it going? Right now, you've got me preparing these potatoes.
Yes.
They've just come out right now. We're blanching them. The skin has come off. They're soft. They're ready for action, and they're ready for that very next step.
Yes.
So this very next step, essentially, is now adding more flavour.
Yes, exactly. So now we're going to score the potato. So you're just going to use a normal fork, and you're just going to drag over, not too deep, but you're just going to drag over the outside of the potato, and that's going to create like little grooves, which is going to be fantastic when we start roasting them, because they're going to crisp up first, and then all the flavour and all the beautiful, delicious flavour of the duck fat is going to go sit in those grooves, and it's just going to create that perfect, crispy roasted potato.
The one that we want, and the type of our vegetable that we love. So I'm a vegetable type of girl. I love my potatoes especially, and I can almost have them any type of way, which leads us to our social media question. We want to find out from the people, what would make a Christmas meal not a Christmas meal if it were missing? What completes every single dinner around the Christmas table? What would that be for you, Maynard?
Oh, definitely my family.
Aww.
Yes. Especially in these times. We can eat anything, but yeah, as long as my family is there.
Wow, you took the kid. That was the best answer ever. I mean, for you, Chef Friki?
I would say for me as well. Yeah, because I haven't been home for Christmas for 8 years now. So because of work and being in Cape Town in Paarl, so yeah, it's.
I love the fact that you're working and that you're booked and busy, but you know, Tina, in the African culture, we'd make a joke and say, we'd write a letter to Kumbule Kaya, because Kumbule Kaya means remember home, come back home. So if you've got someone in your family like Anele, who left us for a very long time, we'd just write a letter to Kumbule Kaya and say, come back, King, come back. Okay, so how is the salad going that side? Our scoring of potatoes is almost underway.
So guys, I've put the beetroot in here, and I've got that beautifully fine chopped onion. You can see Frikkie is a chef because these onions are like so finely chopped. Yes. And I'm going to add some cumin in here. Now tell me, this cumin, I can just imagine the flavor of the cumin that's going to be florally and nutty, but it's going to give it that Eastern, like Indian type of flavor. I think it's genius.
Yes.
Yeah, I
add some cumin.
Yeah, I love cumin.
And it's because it's a kind of a Finnish salad with the beetroot and the sour cream, and then we add some cumin seeds to make it South African.
Oh, okay, nou is ek weer by, jong. Because I'm sitting in India, but you're sitting in Malaysia, you're in South Africa. So I'm going to add some sour cream, eh? I thought it was cream cheese. So it's sour cream.
Sour cream, yeah. Or you can use creme fraiche as well. Or cultured cream, as they call it these days.
This reminds me of like a Polish dish. Remember they've got this type of salad. It's like a beetroot, and then they've got the brocht. What is that brocht thing?
Yes.
It's like a beetroot soup as well.
Yeah.
Whilst Anele is taking us all over the world with her food options here, we're just also adding now the maize meal crumbs, essentially.
Yes. And this makes it truly South African, I think.
Yeah.
I grew up in the Eastern Free State with yellow corn and yellow maize meal, and then this is just beautiful. Yeah, so you just dunk it in there, so you just get it covered up with the maize meal.
I love the fact that you also skewered in the bay leaves.
That's iconic. And that's going to just add some beautiful flavour, and it just gives it a different look. Yeah.
Okay.
So that goes into our roasting.
Normal milli meal.
You can, definitely. Yeah. Or polenta, it's almost the same.
Polenta is another thing.
Yes.
Love that. Yes. Okay, Anele, and that side. I also love the fact that you've decided to add some festive fruit into the mix, because essentially, even with the very first recipe, when you were making those crickets, adding the pineapple, adding the cherry, essentially adding the sweet and the savoury.
It's delicious. And fruit and beetroot go well together. When you mix vegetables and vegetables and fruit.
Yes.
Try and look at the colour. So if the beetroot is red, try and go for red or dark red colours to go with it, because that always works well. I don't know why, but go according to the colour wheel. Use the same colour.
Colour wheel it
yes.
is. Colour wheel it is. Okay, time to now add all the oils that we need.
Yes, wonderful. So now we're going to use a little bit of olive oil that you can generously drizzle all over the potatoes. And we're also going to use duck fat. Now we use the olive oil so that the cooking temperature can go really, really high. And then the duck fat, which is readily available most everywhere, just adds a fantastic flavour to the potatoes.
If you don't have duck fat, can you use butter, or what can you replace it with?
Yes, you can use butter. You can use pork fat, which you can render yourself. And the latest thing that we've been cooking with is beef drippings, which is beef fat, which is even more spectacular. But
How do you make beef dripping? So it's just the outside of the beef that you cook the skin on the... So when I cook my Ricky Baby's steak with a big fat on the side, and that fat that's left over there, is that the beef dripping?
That's the beef dripping, and that makes for the most fantastic roast potatoes.
Lovely. This seems like quite the delicacy. This seems like something that so many South Africans want to get their hands on. So please do visit afternoonexpress.co.za so you can get the full ingredients list and recipe to be cooking along with us. And on social media, please do head over and leave your comments. Let us know by filling in the blank. Christmas dinner or lunch is incomplete without blank. #AfternoonExpress. But we've got so much more cooking coming up after these.